Hello again. I wanted to give a small reflection on the first reading from April the 15th. On April the 15th, our first reading was about the conversion of St. Paul. And St. Paul, I think if we look at his conversion, I think we get a little, I don't know, just kind of shook up because we might ask ourselves, why do we not go through these big conversions? Well, one thing that it might have to do with is pure stubbornness. I think St. Paul was a very strong character. I know God has to slap me upside the head for me to pay attention, but we need to realize that we're not going to all get knocked off of a horse. That you and I, we will go through each and every day and we will have small conversions. Yes, well, we could have some huge conversions, but most things in life will be a constant conversion. And we as Catholics really believe that we go through this constant conversion and this constant growing closer to God and closer to um, divinity in a sense. We get to really enjoy the glory of God. We get to be a part of what God is doing. We get to do what His Son did. We get to sacrifice ourselves and give ourselves up completely and have a relationship with our God. And this takes small conversions daily, struggling little conversions, not necessarily getting knocked off of a horse. And we need to be careful because we're living in a world that wants everything to be big, wants everything to be amazing, wants everything to be bigger than life. But if we look at our own spiritual journeys, most of our most important conversions, our most important insights, are little bitty conversions that go day in and day out, that teach us about who God is, teach us who we are, and teach us how we can be a better part of our church community. And another thing that we need to, as we look at St. Paul or as we look at other people, look at other people's prayer life, look at other people's conversions, we need to remember, because I think one of the worst things that we can do is to compare our spiritual journey with someone else's, because we don't know what the other person's going through. They may look like they have it together on the outside, but on the inside, they could be hurting. They could be struggling just as bad as you and me, right? So we need to never compare ourselves, but always try our hardest, give that 100%, and God will give His 100%. So good luck on finding those small conversions and those small steps to our God who is love.